evil times everyone is dead due to disease.
Oh, exactly. That's how it's gonna be in a couple years.
I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's.
I'm going to take $4 out of all your subs and 50% of your donors. You can suck my balls. What are you
I
gonna
wish you would
do?
stop that intro.
Go to YouTube? You're a gamer, so you can't say no.
What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar.
Let's go right into the news.
Oh my God! Tfue suing FaZe. We have all the details. We have all the new information. This is unbelievable. Now, I didn't want to make another video until we heard directly from Tfue, and last night we did. Tfue uploaded his response to YouTube titled, "My Response, #release the contract." Tfue's response was only 2 minutes, so I'm going to play it in its entirety.
That's actually really sweet, dude. Thanks a billion times. Guys, can I get some hard discs for Parker's up? Guys, the guy donated $20 dude, to my Streamlabs link that I haven't used for a year, dude.
What?
And he got scammers, and he wants me to not refund them, dude.
Nerds are without a contract, chat.
Yo, what is up,
chat
guys?
is Pepe X100, also xQc. You will probably like
First,
this
I want to
vid,
say,
man.
I'll check it out, dude.
all the stuff about the gambling, the stunts, the drinking. I told my lawyer I did not want that in there, and he will do exactly just that. He will take it out. So that is no worries. That is out of my way.
Yeah, but that's kind of too late though, because I'm sure like the California's like people, dude, will go look into that. It'll investigate into that fucking company, dude, and then they're actually gonna get fucked for it. So
what I really want to talk about is the main point. I never wanted to upset anybody. I never wanted to bring that stuff in. I never wanted to get anybody to get emotional, because this isn't about that. This is about me and this contract. This contract that I signed when I didn't know any better. I'm an idiot. I should have never signed it in the first place. This 3-year contract. What is in this contract is so bizarre. It's so I wish you guys could see this thing, because I can't even fathom it. This contract basically allows FaZe at any point in 3 years to just take all my hard earnings and all my hard work and just
yeah, we saw that
strip it. Over 49%, over 79%. What is in this contract is insane, and that's not even the worst parts. And what I'm trying to do here is just serve justice to the esports community, the esports industry. These kids are getting ripped off. They're getting taken advantage of. These contracts are not okay, and this needs to never happen again. And there's tons of people in contracts this bad, just like me. And I'm the first person to stand up and say, this is not right. This is not cool. And if only you guys could see what is in this contract. I can't disclose what is within this contract, but FaZe Clan, please release the contract for the public to see.
Yeah, we saw that. Okay, next.
Release it, please.
Wow, my first take from that is wow. Anyhow, right after this video, right after this response from Tfue, it started trending.
Oh, sorry, something says 2K per month is cool. Dude, it's not cool, man. 2K a month, dude, on FaZe. Are you kidding, dude? Dude, that's about what I get being on the bench, not playing a single game for fucking Legion. What is wrong with you?
#1 in the United States, #release the contract. So apparently this contract between Tfue and FaZe Clan is horrible, and the pressure was on FaZe to release it. FaZe Banks responded on Twitter by saying this: Tfue, we offered you $1 million per year and 0% splits.
Dude, that's a joke, dude. Dude. Hey, come on, dude.
Across the board. The only deliverable on your side was to represent FaZe Clan. To act like we didn't try to fix your situation multiple times is manipulative. Tfue, like I said, for us, this was never about money. And with that new contract, anything agreed to in the previous one would be nullified. We offered so many different solutions, all of them taking absolutely nothing from Tfue. Tfue blew up and forgot where he came from. Classic clout poop. Okay, but will FaZe Clan release the original contract?
Okay, he said poop, dude. Hey, gotta get that ad revenue, dude.
Banks says this: by the way, we are indeed releasing the contract. Just got off the phone with higher ups, and we are preparing it for you guys.
The hirer. Guys,
Now,
any
I have
hirers
nothing to
up from
hide,
chat?
and everything I've ever said throughout all of this is the truth. We tried for a straight year to come to a new agreement. Now, again, all this happened last night. Everybody was waiting for this contract to be released by FaZe. We were told that it wasn't going to come out until later today. However, a non-FaZe member source gave the Blast a copy of the contract. And I'm not going to waste the time of showing you the contract because it's all legal stuff that you won't understand. But here are the main points of the original contract. For brand deals brought in by FaZe Clan, Tfue would get 20% and FaZe Clan would get 80%. For in-game sticker merchandise like the creator code, Tfue would get 50%, FaZe Clan would get 50%. Brand deals brought in by the gamer, 50-50. Appearance fees, 50-50. And for prize money, Tfue would get 80% and FaZe Clan 20%. Now,
from my experience, standards are even for prize money. Normally, orgs like to say 0 because they want to be like to work for your shit. But if they do take some, it's 15. And I personally haven't seen 20, but
prize money, Tfue would get 80% and FaZe Clan 20%. Now, this contract is horrible. I mean, this is a horrible contract. But again, at the time, nobody watching this video right now, at the time that Tfue signed this contract with FaZe, knew who Tfue was. Except for maybe Tfue's brother, because I know you're watching. What's up, Jack? And speaking about Tfue's brother, we started to figure out and we started to get more information.
Chat, let's be honest, dude. His brother has to stop using social media, dude. Guys, I love Tfue, dude. I like to think we're good friends. His brother has to stop using Twitter, dude.
On why Tfue was doing this. It wasn't just about the contract, because you got to remember, yeah, it's a bad contract with FaZe, but FaZe offered to fix this. I mean, they offered him $1 million a year, and they would take none of his money, and he refused to sign. So why does he want to leave FaZe so bad? Well, another Fortnite pro player reached out to me and told me that Tfue wants to create his own org. So I reached out to Tfue's brother, Jack, and this is what he had to say. Tfue wants to create his own org, work with the brands he wants, and overall be free to change the face of gaming forever. FaZe refused to allow him to do this. Tfue creating his own org is in his best interest. Emotions and friendship aside, the corporate side of FaZe wouldn't let that happen. Turner had no choice. This was the only option to get out of his contract to make his plans and dreams a reality.
Obviously, any org ever would ever allow you to create an org that is going to be in competition with themselves. Like, what the fuck, dude? Nobody would ever let you do that. If you're on TSM, they're not going to let you become CLG and make it. What the fuck?
Might be upset, but Tfue doing this is going to help a lot more people
Yikes.
that it hurt. Wow! Okay, this is starting to become the ultimate betrayal, okay? Because, I mean, it's just without question, FaZe Clan helped make Tfue. They did. They promoted him. I mean, FaZe Banks is like getting a tattoo of code Tfue on his leg, making a video of it, putting it out to millions of FaZe Banks' fans. I mean, if 1% of FaZe Banks' fans or FaZe Clan fans use code Tfue, FaZe Clan, that means that FaZe Clan literally gave Tfue millions of dollars. That's how much money is being made here. So the fact that Tfue wants to leave and make his own org is, in my opinion, the ultimate backstab. Now, if you're a person that is in Fortnite esports, you're not going to see it that way. Those guys don't understand the entertainment side of YouTube and Twitch and all.
Dude, keep always calling people on Twitter, dude, for saying it. Guys, I know statistics. You don't. I know statistics, dude. Listen, dude, the reality is FaZe does not do well on Twitch. Fans of FaZe don't give up, dude. Nobody watches their shit, okay? They don't. Their Twitch sort of following just isn't there, dude. Their org is then on Twitch. That's just how it works. So saying that all these Twitch did FaZe creator code make money from it, dude. No, stop. People that are using his code are people that are watching him. People that are looking at his YouTube, dude, stop.
They don't understand gaming entertainment. In their minds, the esport players think, well, if I'm good at the game, then I'm going to be the biggest star. But that's just not true. There are better players than Tfue that beat him in competitions, and they're not huge stars. So obviously, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to get more information and a better statement from Tfue's camp, and we're waiting on that. Right now, we have the CEO of FaZe Clan, Lee Trink, on the line. Lee, how did all this happen?
Oh, God.
Great question, and I would say it started a long time ago. You know, obviously we have a contract that that Tfue signed in April. It's a kind of, I would call it a starter contract. It's a contract that, you know, before somebody's a big talent, they've got to start somewhere. Right. It's the same thing in you know, whether it's the NBA or the
you don't sign to for 3 years, man.
NFL or the music business or the movie business. Contracts in the beginning are small, and then if somebody develops into big talent, they're renegotiated.
Are these contracts the same contracts that you give new people into FaZe?
So, you know, the contracts that were created, the one that he's under right now was part of an old regime, right? So my partner Greg and we've taken over the business operation of FaZe since September. Before that, there was somebody else running the show and another legal team. And, you know, they put forward those contracts, and those contracts have changed. And, you know, we looked at that. We decided there were some things that needed amending going forward. And so really all of our newer guys are under different agreements. I mean, there are some people that are still under that agreement that Tfue's in. But as he grew, we knew it was important to amend the agreement, right?
Right.
So
we haven't heard really from Tfue's side that he was offered a better agreement or offered a way out of his current agreement, but he was, right? That's what Banks keeps saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, that's one of the upsetting parts is how many times we've tried to come up with a revised agreement. So the earliest emails that I have that are back and forth about new terms date back as early as September 6th. So, when I came in as CEO and my, me and my partner Greg, like one of the first things that we did was go to remedy this because Tfue was showing himself to be a tremendous talent, and Banks and the other founders.
They did it. Then what you do normally is that some orgs sign you on like it's like some fucking period of time where they like analyze how good you do or whatever, right? But they sign him on 3 years, dude. That's gonna fuck them.
A really important point to us. Hey, we should spring into action and we should get him a better deal because it's fair, and that's exactly what we did as early as September 6th.
What was the reason? I mean, if you're offering all these better deals, how come he hasn't accepted them?
Well, look, I have a point of view with that now. I almost want to tell you the lengths that we've gone to try and get a new agreement. I mean, we went down there on January 16th. I flew down to Florida with Banks and a couple of our managers to go have a face-to-face with Turner and his dad to see if we can turn this into a productive conversation. I'll say that trip was not very productive. Some of the conversations that I had with his dad were definitely concerning. He talked about things like, he told me stories about, and maybe this is because I came from the music business and traditional entertainment, that he told me about his kind of very brief brush with the entertainment business, whatever, it's 20 some odd years ago. But to be honest, things like that are worrisome because I've seen it before when parents are trying to live their glory through their children, and certainly that was something that I began to become concerned with. We gave them a new
what the fuck?
January 24th. January 24th. Sent that to Tfue's lawyer. Didn't get much response. I think we got a response back in March. We tried to go back April 3rd with a new agreement, but it was clear, and I think what's clear now, and part of it is you've heard about this, is he was actually never interested in creating a new deal. What he was interested in was creating a competing org, and that's impossible. We're never going to get there. The Lakers don't let LeBron go create a competing NBA team. It's just not what you do. And
well, I
so,
mean, it's not in your best interest, especially after, you know, aiding and helping and developing this new star. It just, yeah.
Well, that's it. And it's
Well, dude, isn't that like new? Is that like news though? Isn't it new that he wants to make his own thing, or was that always like that? Like from a year back?
like, you know,
I feel like he's using new data to support old claims.
Relating to banks is that they sucked banks dry of every strategy, every tool in the trade, everything that he could possibly do.
Which is stupid as fuck.
Not with just the interest of building Tfue, because they did. They put those into action, and banks worked with him day in, day out
Suck
to
it
build
dry.
him and build his career. But part of that was taking all of the way we do business, and obviously we're very, very good at it, and with the idea of creating a competitor. And that's not what freedom is. I mean, we gave him every other freedom. We gave him freedom to do other brand deals. We basically said, tell us what you want.
That is so fucking not true though. He couldn't do HyperX, I'm pretty sure. He can't do branding clothing deals, dude, because the org is on fucking Champion. He can't do drinks, Red Bull collabs like Ninja did, because they're on fucking G Fuel Skamaz, dude, Led Andy. He can't do shit.
As long as it's reasonable, we're there. We were putting money second to the relationship. Literally, we were prepared to just put the concept of whether we make money from Tfue on the side, because that's how much we valued him.
Wow. Where do you see this going?
I mean, look, I'll be honest that over the last few days, I've spent a lot of time speaking to his lawyer, and I thought that we were on a really good path for reconciliation. It's the only thing that we want.
Yeah, I'm biased, of course.
I think that, we've tried to be very measured in our response, right? Despite the fact that Hollywood Reporter article, I mean, it was awful. I mean, they talked about things that were really just, it seemed patently unfair and dirty.
I mean, I personally know that some of that stuff is just untrue, you know.
Even Turner in his video response last night said it's untrue. So even, I don't know what's going on there, but when they say something's there, a lot of the things that they said there had nothing to do with Turner and his contract. They were things to.
Who cares? I care.
I mean, that's what Banks keeps alluding to on Twitter, that these are tactical moves to hurt FaZe, which is so wild to me, because it seems like, FaZe has done nothing but try to help Tfue. And I know some people in the audience are going to
see Keemstar is like hyper biased towards FaZe, dude. Like, what?
Call me biased, but I'm sorry. That's the way I see it.
It's not. It's not.
Right? This industry and what we do has never really been done before to this level.
Right.
So we're all learning while we're going. We're doing the best that we show up every day.
xQc.
We want to be transparent. We want to be honest. We communicate with our talent. We are a talent-first organization. And
hey,
again, it doesn't mean that we're perfect.
I hope you're well and taking care of yourself.
Sorry,
don't forget to drink some water and check your posture. Love you, man.
Perfect.
Take
we're constantly
care.
evolving and getting better as there's more and more attention, and frankly, more and more money is part of this. Money makes things crazy, right? This was a much simpler industry before all of the attention was the attention, the money, and
True, I guess.
all these kind of corporate guys.
Yeah, I mean, you
So that's
take
pretty good,
the business out of it. Banks and Tfue were close friends. I mean, everyone knows that. But we're gonna have to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
xQc, thanks for streaming. That guy hit a cat with his car the other day.
Okay, dude. Okay, guys, I'm done with this, dude. Like, listen, dude, you can have an opinion, which is perfectly fine, dude.
Fellow 3 head here.
Chat, we can all agree, dude, not to agree, okay? We can have our differences, chat, okay? I get it. I don't, dude. Listen, if you're gonna say that Tfue is my friend, so I'm like biased, dude. I mean, maybe a tiny bit, dude, but every time he did a mistake, I called it out. Every time he did something wrong, I called it out. His brother on social media is just being papega a little bit. I called that out, like, dude.
xQcl.
I just feel like the renegotiations, if it was like in like hundreds of thousands, like they would have been like more like, Okay, yeah, we could do that. We could work on it. Now Tfue had made like so much money or whatever. Now they don't want to like let go a big part of it
car hit me
because it's too big. Numbers are too big.
It hit me pretty hard. Thanks.